Hello, hello. Just getting ready for my Wednesday love stream. I am going to be talking about the fastest way to a man's heart. I'm going to be talking about some of the feminine behaviors that are going to authentically, in a very, very real way, with zero games, win the heart of a commitment-minded masculine energy man. So I just need to hit the live button in StreamYard where I am, and then I'm going to be with you all. Hey, hello. So the fastest way and the most real way to a man's heart. So I'm going to be talking about some of the feminine behaviors that make a masculine commitment-minded man want to commit to you forever. Feminine behaviors that make a masculine commitment-minded man want to. I am not sure why this is kind of, I'm just getting a bit of an echo on here. I'm not sure why. I am just going to I'm just getting a bit of an echo. I'm just going to pause this. I'm just going to leave the studio and come back in if I'm able to. Leave the studio and come back in if I'm able to. Right, let's right. Okay, I was having a little bit of problem. It's happened before on here where it starts to I don't know why. I'm having a little bit of problem. I'm getting this on here where it starts to, yeah, this is I don't know why. It's happening again. This is really frustrating. Yeah, this is it's happening again. This is really frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, having issues, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can. Bear with me, folks. I will be with you, but this is kind of like repeating, and I'm not sure if any of you are getting like an echo. Will you let me know? This is kind of like repeating, and I'm not sure if any of you are getting like an echo. Will you let me know? It's really frustrating. Really frustrating. How to fix the echo. Go to settings, audio. Hello, hi. I'm in the UK. But I'm just been getting like a bit of an echo going on here. Hello, hi. I'm in the UK. Go to settings, but I'm just been getting like a bit of an echo going on here. Settings. Okay. Twice in 2 tabs. No. Okay. How is that? I think I have solved the problem. Oh, great. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. Ah, that's great. We've solved it. Okay. The fastest way to a man's heart. That's what this is about. I am going to be talking about the feminine behaviors that are going to make, and I'm talking real here, you know, and any of you who already know my work will know I don't talk about short-term strategies. You know, I'm here to help you become the kind of woman that you were meant to be, open, strong, feminine. And I really want to talk about the kind of feminine behaviors that make that masculine, commitment-minded man really want to move the relationship forward and want to commit to you forever. So that's what we're about here. And, you know, we all, and I know that you will be so like me. You know, I'm in a wonderful relationship right now, but I spent a long time really, really wanting that relationship. I had certain standards for myself, as you will too. I knew I wanted a kind of guy who is a great communicator. I knew I wanted a guy who is, you know, like someone who we can have great conversations together, someone who's got some emotional maturity, someone who is, you know, really kind and verbally affectionate. But you know what? There really is a missing piece between where you are now and where you want to be, like the relationship you want to be in. And that missing piece is about you becoming the reciprocal for the relationship that you really want. Yeah? This is about you being the woman that he is looking for. And I don't mean in terms of changing up, changing yourself into something that you're not. What I'm talking about is becoming more authentic, becoming more of who you really can be. So if you are looking for someone who is a great communicator, you are going to want to really up-level your ability to communicate. If you want someone who is emotionally mature, you know, you're going to have to learn how to become more emotionally mature, because an emotionally mature man is going to be looking for that in a partner. So this is about becoming more of what your man is looking for. So I've got some, you know, really clear, definable behaviors and mindsets, and that you know, that a woman who is really going to be the kind of woman that this guy wants, and to be the kind of woman a man is just going to want to commit to, and he's going to know in his gut. So I'm going to share these with you, and if you relate to them, just pop me a heart, pop me something in the chat, and also pop your questions in the chat. So first here is put yourself and your desires first. You know, as women, especially if you're a mother, you've been taught to put other people first. And you know what? We've got to take care of our kids. However, what does putting your desires first look like? It's making the relationship you want the thing that you are, you know, that's your North Star. That's the prize, the relationship you want. The man is not the prize. That is vital for this. The relationship you want is the prize and not the man. This is the whole idea of, now so many women, and I was included in this, over time have dated guys, and they have said, oh, I feel really bad, I don't want to let him down. Darling, you need to disappoint other people before you disappoint yourself. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting more and more of what you've always had. And a woman who, and I'll move on to this with the second one, but here the whole idea of, if you are in a relationship or you're dating someone and you know that you really want commitment, you really want, you know, marriage, you really want children, you really want great communication, and this man is telling you with either his actions or his words that he's not up for that, then what you are going to want to do is put the relationship you want ahead of your feelings for this guy. Now, I know it sounds tricky, but you know what? You can absolutely do this. When you start looking in a way, firstly, by not getting too emotionally attached, my darling, really. And by not getting too emotionally attached, part of that is not getting physical too soon. Getting physical early, I have no moral judgments about this at all. However, I do not know many women who, or to be honest, I don't know any women who can have intimacy early on with a guy and not get attached to him. I believe it's in our biology. We are going to get attached, and that is going to fuzz our whole idea of whether he's the right guy for us or not. So keeping more of that physical intimacy distance for a while, just hanging back with that, is going to make such a difference to you. So that's the first one. Put yourself and your desires before his feelings. Now, be kind, yes, but put yourself before his feelings. Before, you know, you can say no to a second date with a guy, a third date with a guy, a 10th date for a guy, and you're not going to ruin his life. Okay, the second is to grow your feeling intelligence. Now, your feeling intelligence, I suppose you could call it emotional intelligence, but I like to call it feeling intelligence. And please pop a comment if this resonates with you, or pop a heart, something, so I know that you're hearing this and getting this. And I know many of you will be watching on the replay. So, growing your feeling intelligence and then expressing those feelings. A woman who is clear and congruent is going to be magnetic to a confident masculine man. Congruence is when what is happening on the inside is also what's showing up on the outside. So when you are just really clear, you are really clear with him. You say, I don't want to be intimate with a guy until I am in a committed relationship. That is super clear. Whereas if you just keep trying to dodge sex, he's not going to know really what's going on. He's going to think maybe she doesn't like me. Maybe there's something going on. But being clear and congruent with your needs, with your wants, with your desires is going to be so attractive to a masculine man. He doesn't mind if you're upset with him. He just wants to know what it is. He just wants to know what you want. If there's any guys watching, tell me, is this true? You just want to know what a woman wants. So growing your feeling intelligence, I'm just having a look at some questions I'm getting on here. Growing your feeling intelligence means knowing what you're feeling, and then learning how to express it. Because, if you're anything like I was, I would be feeling a whole load of stuff, but I didn't even know how to access those feelings. I didn't know how to express those feelings. I didn't know how to, what I would end up doing is kind of blaming him. Like I would end up telling him that he was doing something wrong. I would end up criticizing, hoping if I kind of pulled him up on what he was doing wrong, he would then start doing what I wanted him to do. It was just yucky, and I felt awful. But when you can start expressing what you're feeling, everything changes. Like a healthy, confident, masculine man is gonna love it when you express how you're feeling. He wants to know how he impacts you. And when you're just expressing your feelings, so the difference is you could be saying, oh, you never take me out. You never do anything romantic anymore. So again, that's going to be criticism. That's the old way that we're giving up on. It's because our heart is shut down and we don't know how to feel. So instead, what you want to do is just express your feeling. Like, I feel really distant from us. I really miss our romantic time. It would feel amazing to do something lovely together. What do you think? Again, you're just expressing your feeling, and the feelings can be simple. Mad, sad, glad, afraid. Tingly, prickly, cold, closed, excited, buzzy. Just keep it simple. And when we express our feelings, we are dropping the attachment to an outcome. I've just had a question here on the vertical live from a guy just saying, I want to know that she wants a decent relationship as opposed to playing around. Then ask her, get clear. Ask her, say, I'm looking for a relationship. Just tell her, this is what you're looking for. Is this something that you want too? And then what you do is you both get clear and real. This is so important, expressing yourselves and just being clear and real. So I love that there's guys on this live stream asking the questions too. And with this expressing yourself, expressing what you don't want, and this is going to make a man want to just keep committing to you again and again. We've got micro commitments and we've got big marriage and financial commitments. But these, this is expressing your appreciation of what he does that feels good. When it feels good to you, express that appreciation. I used to find it really, really, really hard to do that. I felt so self-conscious, and part of me almost thought, oh, well, he's just going to know it anyway. No, he doesn't. Let him know when he's winning. Yeah, someone's, a guy there saying, you'd be surprised as a man, I've been messed around so many times. I found that extraordinary because I thought it was always men who played around, This is about, making sure you are being clear about your intentions and you are expressing what it is you want. And I always say to women, be clear about what you're looking for and don't settle for less than what you're looking for. And I say that to guys as well. If you want a relationship, then be clear that you're looking for a monogamous, committed relationship that leads to marriage. And you know what? To any guys, any guys listening, that is going to be so attractive to a commitment-minded feminine woman. It is going to make her feel safe. It's going to make her feel great. If you're really liking what I'm saying, please do add some likes and hearts and everything, because it makes me that feedback is great. The next thing, the next feminine behavior that is really going to make a masculine, commitment-minded man want to commit to you forever is loving yourself 100%. Now, before you just go, oh God, loving yourself. I mean, what the hell does that mean anyway? You know what I mean. And hi. Yes, this is resonating. I love it. Loving yourself 100%. That isn't just the kind of loving the parts of you that are great. Loving, saying I love you in the mirror is fantastic. It's not just about kind of getting the beautiful things and treating yourself. I'm talking about the deep stuff here, because on my channel and in my world, I talk about the deep stuff. Loving and accepting the parts of you that you hate and that you want to hide from everyone else. Oh, good. I'm glad you love this. I'm so glad you love this. It's great to get your feedback. Loving and accepting the parts of you that you hate and want to hide from everyone else. What is brought up for you when I say that? And really just let that sink in, and please pop in the chat. What comes up for you when I ask you to love and accept the parts of you that you hate right now? Because I know it's not always comfortable. But what happens is when we meet someone, often what we will do, well, our hearts will be wide open and we're like arms open, heart open, and we're like, get to know all of me, get to know who I am, accept all of me, climb over all my walls, please. But then he starts getting closer and we're like, oh, okay, maybe only this close. Maybe only this close feels safe, because if you come any closer, you're going to see inside to the parts of me that I think are awful and unlovable. You'll think I'm not someone worth loving. You'll think I'm not worth bothering with. We don't know in our heads that we're doing this, but we do. Someone saying, here, my body. Yeah. Sometimes we decide we hate our body and we don't want him to see it. But what happens is when we do that, we shut down. We shut down part of our heart. We can't fully feel the bliss. We can't fully feel the sadness. We can't fully feel all of it. And he cannot fully connect with you. It's very hard for a man to commit with his whole heart and soul when he cannot fully connect with you. And that is just a real thing. But it starts with you being able to connect with yourself. So right now, D'Angela, your body, right now, if you were to, and any of you listening, think of the thing that you, think of the thing that you decided you hate, whatever it is, whatever you think it is about you, and just say out loud now, just say, I love the part of me that hates my body. I love the part of me that thinks I should never show my body. I love the part of me that thinks he'll find me unattractive. You know what? When you love yourself 100% with all your flaws and your faults, and it can just be as simple as that. Yeah, I mean, I had just deep dive coaching. You know, I had some deep dive coaching, and that's what I did to get to really love these parts of me. And you know what you can do for the rest of today is you can just love and keep just loving the parts of you. I love you, part of me that hates my body. And see what happens. So, you know, I think, so these are the things I've shared. And, you know, putting yourself and your desires first. Having the relationship you want being the prize and not the man. And I know you've heard me say that so many times. And yes, you're right, Phoenix, he can't love these parts if you don't love them first. Well, you know what I believe is that, yes, we can be loved. We can be truly and deeply loved. But that if there is even when we're hating ourselves, but what will happen is we won't be able to receive that love and recognize that love because we're too busy hating ourselves. So I totally believe that we can be loved, even in the midst of being down on ourselves and beating ourselves up. But we're just not going to be able to feel it. And we're not going to be available to really love another human being because we're too busy hating ourselves. So we miss out on the whole variety. We miss out on the whole of the, you know, the whole of the emotions, all of the emotions and feelings. So putting yourself and your desires first, growing your feeling intelligence and expressing it, and loving yourself 100%, loving and accepting the parts of you that you hate and want to hide from everyone else. So look, if you love this, the next video I want to share with you, and I will put that, you know what, it will come up, not straight away, but it will kind of come up on the screen once we've just put the setting in, and I will put it in the description. In fact, I think Vicky's already put it in the description. It's called A Surprising Way to Fall in Love. This is a great one. If you've really resonated with this topic, watch that one. And these, I'm sharing with you a lot of my old videos. I mean, I did this one on a walk in a field, walking the dog. But it was just came to me and I had to share it with you. A surprising way to fall in love. This really leads on from what we've been talking about. If anyone has any questions, please do pop them in the chat. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. So I don't see any now, but really great to see you, and I will see you next week. If you're not already on my email list, pop in the description. I give away a free audio training, but get on my list and I'll be telling you about these live streams as they come up every week. Huge love to you all. See you in the next video. And I don't think we have anyone else here on this live, so I will end it.